Today, on Be Something Wonderful, why beliefs are such a big deal. Creating your own reality. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. I got an email from a subscriber who said, Tom, I've been intending to manifest my desire for quite a while now. And not only am I not getting results, I'm getting unwanted things coming up in my reality. I'm beginning to think that I have beliefs, I have some limiting beliefs that I'm not aware of, that are subconsciously sabotaging my desire, subconsciously sabotaging my life. I was wondering if you could unpack that. Well, guys, we're going to unpack this today and more. Here's what I want to say. The first thing I want to say, and I've said this before, that all beliefs by definition are limiting. Why? Because they're all limiting that unconditioned awareness or that unconditioned consciousness. They're conditioning it. You're believing something into reality, into form. Yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing really that I want to say is that it's not that you're unaware of your beliefs. It's not that they're hiding or buried in your subconscious, that you don't have access to them, that you can't find them, that you can't know what they are. It's that these beliefs have become so common, have become so powerful to you that you believe that they are so real that they are truth, that these beliefs are reality to you. Hear this, it's not that you're unaware of them, you just believe them to be the truth. You believe them to be your reality. Wow, that's big. These beliefs seem so real to you that you think of them as truth rather than just a belief. You believe in them as reality. Wow, that's big. And so it's not that they're hiding out. It's not that they're buried. It's not that you're unaware of them. And it's not even that you're unconscious of them. Right? You can consciously bring these beliefs up in any time. And we call them limiting. We call them subconscious. We call them unconscious beliefs. We call them false beliefs. Whatever you want to call them. They're just thoughts that you thought a lot about, and then you started viewing them as facts and as truth. Wow, that's big. So there's that story of the baby elephant that's tied to a fence post. You guys probably all heard this story, right? It's a little baby elephant, and they didn't want the baby elephant to wander away. So they tied the baby elephant to a fence post. And the baby elephant tugged at that fence post but couldn't move, couldn't leave. Right? But then the baby elephant grew into a full-blown giant elephant. And now that little fence post couldn't hold that elephant anymore, but the elephant didn't even try, didn't even tug at it. Why? Because the elephant believed that it couldn't move from where it was. That's a limiting belief. That's what we're talking about, right? To you, limiting beliefs equal the truth. They're real. They equal reality. That's what you create your reality with. Like the baby elephant, your limiting beliefs about yourself, about the world, and about life are keeping you tied to that fence post. Hear this, tied to that reality, that unwanted reality in a lot of cases, right? Now, not all limiting beliefs are negative, right? Some of them serve you. Like when you're a little kid and your parents say, don't talk to strangers. That serves you. But if you bought into that belief as an adult, you'd be a lonely person. You'd never talk to anybody. So do you hear it? It depends on what vantage point that you're seeing it from. Right? Remember, thoughts or beliefs are just thoughts that you thought a lot about and that attracted other thought forms. And then they coalesced into a belief, into what you believe is a truth about reality. Wow, that's big. So let's unpack this more. There is nothing inherently true or false. It's only your belief that makes it so. Hear this. There's nothing inherently true or false. It's only what you believe that makes it so. A belief is only one way of seeing reality out of an infinite number of alternative realities or alternatives. Right? Remember, beliefs, that's why they're limiting. They limit you to a specific reality, to a certain outcome. Right? A belief is only one way of seeing reality out of an infinite number of realities. A core belief, and then you have these core beliefs, right? We all believe in, right? We talked about this, like linear time, what you believe is truth or knowledge about what is or what is not reality. Hear this. It's what we all believe, like the sky is blue, time is linear, right? There's a past and there's a future, right? We've talked about this in a video. That's a core belief, right? That you take as truth or knowledge, when in fact, it's only our belief that makes it true or false or true or untrue, right? It's a conviction beyond questioning. It's veracity or truthfulness. That's what a belief is. It's a conviction beyond questioning its veracity or truthfulness. Wow, that's big. We take it for granted. Hear this, right? So all the spiritual teachers say the same thing. Believing is seeing. But what does that really mean? It means whatever you are experiencing is based on what you are believing. Whatever you are experiencing in your life is based on what you are believing. Believing is seeing. That's what you'll see in your experience. But let's get at this more. Good or bad experiences are labels or judgments based on your beliefs. Hear this. So no experience, no belief is good or bad. They're just judgments based on your beliefs. You determine what's good or bad or right or wrong, right? Remember, everything is energy. Energy is neither good or bad. It just is. Energy just is. It's not good or bad. It's pure positive energy of source, right? You're just making judgments, right? How events turn out for you depend on how you judge them through your beliefs. Hear this, right? How events and experiences turn out for you determine how you judge them based on your beliefs. You're creating it as you go. If you judge an experience as positive, it must be positive. And then that's what you'll see, and that's what you'll get, and you'll get more of that. That's big, right? In that moment, you have conscious control to turn the tide, right? Judge righteously, right? You have conscious control in that moment of that. You can judge it positive, right? Wow, that's big. So let's go more here. Facts, thoughts, and opinions, they're all just beliefs. All the facts, all the thoughts, all the knowledge, all the opinions. When you change your beliefs, you change reality. We've talked a lot about that, right? So what you think you believe or what you want to believe is not really what you really believe. What you really believe is what you are experiencing in your reality. Hear this. So what you might think you believe something, you may want to believe something, but what you really believe, just look around you in your 3D experience. That will tell you. What you are experiencing will tell you. What you're experiencing in the 3D world, the people, events, and circumstances around you will tell you what you really believe. If you want to identify your beliefs, look around. That's the best way. They're not hiding in your subconscious. They're not buried anywhere. They're right there out in the open where you can see them, right? So uncovering your limiting beliefs, be aware, right? A lot of spiritual teachers, you got to uncover them, you got to dig them up, and then you got to let them go. You've got to change them. Right? Remember, guys, when you're looking for limiting beliefs, you create them. Hear this. This is big. Right? As you dig up limiting beliefs, you're creating them because you're looking for them. So you create what you're looking for. You're looking for the very awareness that you're creating with. This is big, right? You are not looking at your beliefs, but you're not looking at your beliefs. You're looking as your beliefs. Hear this. So by looking for limiting beliefs, you create them. Be careful here, right? You're not looking at your beliefs, but as your beliefs. Wow, that's big. So what's the best way then to uncover your beliefs? Just look around at 3D reality, right? Observe it without becoming it. Observe it. Be the observer. Be the silent witness. And then you'll see your beliefs. This is big, guys. So this is the mother of all limiting beliefs. This is the mother of all bogus limiting beliefs. I have to dig up limiting subconscious beliefs and release them before I can manifest my desires. This is what you said to me, right, in this email. I have to dig up limiting subconscious beliefs and release them before I can manifest my desires. I understand why you think that. A lot of coaches, a lot of spiritual teachers say this, right? But guys, that's the mother of all limiting beliefs. There's no bottom. There's no bottom. The more you dig, the more you create them. You create them as you go. Wow! Do this instead. So what do? Do this instead. Look around at what you are manifesting and experiencing 3D reality. Look around with no judgment. Look around as the observer, as the perceiver, not as the perceived. Right? Look around with no judgment. Step down from the stage. Right? Step out of the movie reel. Step out of the script and look. What you really believe will be a reflection in your daily life. You'll see it all around you. If you don't have money, then there's a belief in lack. You'll see it all around you, right? Positive, negative, helpful, or self-sabotaging are all judgments and labels and bogus beliefs in and of themselves. Hear this. When you label something positive or negative, helpful or self-sabotaging, they're all judgments and labels, and they're also bogus beliefs in themselves. Right? You're labeling beliefs with bogus beliefs. Wow, that's big, right? There's no such thing as self-sabotaging, right? All beliefs serve a purpose at one time, otherwise you wouldn't have had them. Right? So to think that you're a higher self or you're somehow sabotaging yourself is a bogus belief. Bogus, guys. Get rid of that. Remember, your beliefs create reality, but also beliefs determine if emotions are positive or negative. We talked about that, right? Emotions are energy. That energy is neutral until you put it through your beliefs, that belief filter, right? But beliefs also influence where you put your attention and your awareness. It's all connected. Beliefs determine what you identify with, who you are being, right? We talked about becoming that version, stepping in and occupying that new version of yourself. That's based on what you believe. We talked about where you put your attention, where you put your focus. That's based on what you believe. We determined that how you feel or what you're feeling also affects reality. That's determined what you believe. But here's the thing. It also is vice versa, right? Also, your attention and your emotions create beliefs. Why? Because when you put your attention and emotions toward certain thoughts, and more you put your attention and focus on those thoughts, those become beliefs. So it's all interconnected. It's all one. And it's all important and it all matters. Right? But there's nothing hiding out. There's nothing trying to sabotage you. It's all you. You get to have conscious control all day long, all the time. That's what we're talking about. That's why beliefs are such a big deal when creating your own reality. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share our video. That's how we get our message out. Hit us up on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Karen, our website at tomkaren.com, at BeSomethingWonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, with great love, this is Tom. See you soon.